In military language, the term kill chain describes the steps needed to find and destroy a target. It's a process that begins with spotting an enemy and ends with taking action, like launching a missile. The idea here is to move quickly and efficiently through these steps, so the threats are removed before they can cause harm. But, the kill chain is not just about shooting, it also includes identifying, deciding, and confirming before any attack. This process is used by all modern armed forces. Each step must be done correctly, or there's a risk of hitting the wrong target. The kill chain is often shown as a series of links. If one link is weak or breaks, the whole chain can fail. This means mistakes can lead to missed opportunities or, even worse, innocent people getting hurt. Military leaders often talk about shortening the kill chain. That means making decisions faster than the enemy. In theory, the quicker you can move from finding a target to hitting it, the safer your own forces will be. But honestly, speed should not come at the cost of accuracy or caution. Understanding the kill chain helps us see why new technology, especially artificial intelligence, is changing how wars are fought. In the past, humans made every decision in this chain. Today, machines are starting to take over some of those steps. In the traditional kill chain, humans were in charge at every step. First, a soldier or analyst would spot something suspicious, like a vehicle or a person. Then, another person would check if this target was actually a threat. Finally, someone higher up would decide if action was needed, such as calling in an airstrike. Each human played an important role. People discussed what they saw and shared information. If there were doubts, they could ask for more details or wait before acting. This system was slow, but it allowed for careful thinking and double-checking. Responsibility for each action was clear. If something went wrong, leaders could investigate what happened and why. There were also rules to follow, like international laws and military codes. Soldiers had to avoid striking civilians or protected sites, such as hospitals or schools. These rules are called the laws of war, and humans learned them as part of their training. This careful process helped prevent many mistakes, but it also meant decisions sometimes took too long. Critics said that the slow kill chain put lives at risk by giving enemies time to escape or attack first. Still, the system was built on trust and human judgment. Now, artificial intelligence is being used to speed up the kill chain. AI is a type of computer program that can learn from data and make decisions on its own. In the military, AI systems can watch live video, scan maps, and even listen to radio chatter much faster than any human. Because AI can process huge amounts of information quickly, it can spot targets in seconds, not minutes or hours. Some systems are even allowed to make choices without waiting for a human to say yes or no. This is called autonomous targeting. The goal is to act faster than any enemy can react. With AI, the kill chain is no longer a slow, careful process. Instead, it can be almost instant. This might sound good for safety, but it means humans are no longer in control of every step. In some cases, people only step in if the AI system asks for help or if something goes wrong. The use of AI in targeting is growing every year. Some leaders hope it will save lives by acting faster and more accurately. But many experts warn that removing humans from the process makes mistakes more likely and harder to fix. Several countries are already using AI to help choose targets. For example, the United States military uses a system called Project Maven. This program uses AI to scan thousands of hours of drone video. The AI points out possible threats so humans can decide what to do next. In Israel, the army uses an AI tool called the Gospel, which quickly sorts through data to find targets during conflicts. China and Russia are also building similar AI systems. China has tested AI-powered drones that can fly together and decide on targets as a group. These drone swarms share information and can attack without waiting for human orders. Russia has worked on AI-guided missiles that can change their path in real time. One recent example was during the 2020 conflict in Nagorno-Karabakh. Azerbaijan used drones with AI to identify and hit enemy vehicles. The AI helped make quick decisions by looking at the movement and shape of objects. In some cases, these drones operated with little human input. These real-world uses show how AI is already picking targets. The systems are not perfect. Sometimes they pick the wrong target, or they get confused by weather, shadows, or unexpected changes. Even so, militaries are investing more in these tools every year. AI systems process information much faster than any person can. This speed means militaries can act before their enemies. However, AI does not think like a human. It looks for patterns in numbers, images, or sounds, and makes decisions based on what it has seen before. The complexity of modern battlefields makes this difficult. Sometimes people or vehicles look very similar to the enemy, but are actually friendly or civilian. AI can get confused by things like camouflage, weather, or even animals. Unlike humans, AI does not understand context or emotions. It cannot ask questions or feel doubt. Because AI works so quickly, there is less time for checking and discussing decisions. If a mistake happens, it can be repeated by the system many times before someone notices. This is called automation bias. People may also start to trust the AI too much, assuming it is always right. The result is a kill chain that is faster, but could be more fragile. If the AI makes a wrong choice, there might not be enough time to stop it. This is a big change from the old, slower, human-led process. Letting AI pick targets creates new dangers. First, there is the risk of hitting the wrong person or place. If the AI makes a mistake, soldiers and civilians could be hurt or killed. For example, an AI might confuse a civilian truck for a military vehicle if they look similar. Once a weapon is launched, there may be no way to stop it. AI systems can also be tricked. Enemies might use tricks called spoofing to fool the AI. For example, they could use fake signals or decoys to draw fire away from real targets. If the AI is not trained to spot these tricks, it can make bad choices. Another problem is that AI decisions are hard to explain. If something goes wrong, it can be difficult to find out why the AI acted the way it did. This makes it hard to learn from mistakes or to hold someone responsible. In war, this lack of accountability is dangerous. Finally, there is the risk that AI systems could be hacked or damaged by cyber attacks. If an enemy takes control of an AI weapon, they could use it against its own side. These risks show that while AI can help, it also creates serious new problems. Many groups are trying to solve the problems caused by AI in the kill chain. Some military leaders are calling for human-in-the-loop systems. This means a person must approve every strike, even if the AI suggests it. Others want new laws to ban or limit autonomous weapons that can kill without human control. The United Nations has held meetings to discuss rules for AI weapons. Some countries want a full ban on so-called killer robots. Others say they need these tools to defend themselves. Even big tech companies, like Google and Microsoft, have made rules about how their AI can be used. Military engineers are also working on ways to make AI safer. They are building systems that can explain their decisions to humans. This is called explainable AI. It helps operators understand why a target was chosen and spot mistakes before it is too late. Despite these efforts, there is no global agreement yet. Some countries keep building new AI weapons, while others call for caution. The debate continues as technology moves ahead faster than the rules. The rise of AI in the kill chain affects everyone. For soldiers, it means faster decisions and possibly fewer threats, but also more pressure and less control. They must learn to trust AI, but also be ready to step in if things go wrong. This can be stressful and confusing. For civilians, the risks are even greater. If an AI system makes a mistake, it is often innocent people who suffer. Attacks on hospitals, schools, or homes can turn public opinion against the military and cause long-term harm. There is also the fear that wars could start by accident if AI systems misread a situation. Families and communities may never know why a loved one was targeted. AI does not offer the same explanations or apologies that humans can give. This can deepen distrust and make peace harder to achieve. In the end, everyone has a stake in how AI is used in war. The decisions made today will shape the future of conflict and the safety of people everywhere. AI is quickly changing how militaries find and strike targets. The old kill chain, which relied on careful human decisions, is being replaced by fast, automatic choices. This brings both hope and danger. Some believe AI can make war safer by acting quickly and avoiding mistakes. Others worry that taking humans out of the loop will lead to more accidents and suffering. The world is still debating how best to use AI in conflict. Some want strong rules and bans, while others push ahead with new technology. What is clear is that the kill chain is now broken in new ways. Speed has replaced caution, and computers are making choices that used to belong to people. As AI continues to develop, it is important for everyone, leaders, soldiers, and citizens, to ask hard questions about who should make life and death decisions in war. The answers will shape not just future battles, but the lives of millions around the world.